It's time now for the PHL 11 a.m. news report for this Wednesday morning, March 11, 2015, going into Wednesday afternoon. Good morning and afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. 11 a.m. news at 9 there, and a top story at 11 a.m. Here is 7 Marines and 4 soldiers were presumed dead after an Army helicopter crash during a nighttime training mission off the Florida coast, where some remains have washed ashore and search efforts were hampered by heavy fog. A day after Hillary Clinton tried to clear the air over extensive use of personal email wall, Secretary of State, the picture had become muddled again as Republicans cited her decision to delete thousands of emails and lock down a server in questioning. Iraqi soldiers and Shia militantmen entered the city of Tikrit, currently held by fighters of the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria, on Wednesday, breaching one of the biggest strongholds of the extremists and a key test for Iraqi forces. In London, the euro is notching up one milestone after another as it drops against major currencies on Wednesday. It hit a 12-year low against the dollar, and many think the descent has further to go. Finally, after months of speculation from experts insisted that it could be done, Eagles head coach Chip Kelly pulled off the shocking trade that landed him in his franchise quarterback, a former has-been winner, a player selected for the first overall in the NFL draft. A federal jury found Tuesday that the 2013 hit song Bloodlines infringed on the Martin Gaye chart. Topic going to give it up. Awarded nearly $7.4 million to Gaye's children. Marvin Gaye's daughter spoke out in the court decision. In Paris, about 15 armed assailants damaged 2 vans carrying millions of dollars worth of jewels on a French highway in the middle of the night on Wednesday as forcing out their drivers and speeding off into the burglary countryside, according to the police. In Jerusalem, the latest Islamic State carries yet another chilling twist perpetrated to show a young boy in camouflage fatigues taking aim with a handgun and pumping fatal shots to the man the extremists called Israeli spy. Sport in the World pays tribute to the sports stars killed in the crash in France. Moscow, 3 suspects in the killing of the Russian opposition leader Boris Nemtsov have probably been charged while in detention, a member of the Kremlin's Advisory Council on Human Rights, said on Wednesday. The University of Oklahoma continued to its quest for healing on Wednesday while national fraternity was trying to determine if racist chant, such as one that made national headlines in Norman, is persuasive at Sigma Alpha Epsilon chapters elsewhere. That chances are an increase in a major quake far larger than Loma Prieta will hit California within the next 30 years, while the odds are decreasing that somewhat smaller, but still dangerous jolts will strike the same period the state's leading. The undated forensics photograph made by the FBI, provided by the U.S. Attorney's Office, and presented as evidence during the federal death penalty trial of Boston Marathon bombing suspect Joe Zarnav Tuesday in Boston shows that during the marathon trial seized tattered backpack that held the bomb. In Miami, a missing 21-year-old man is believed to have been fallen overboard during a cruise in the Bahamas, Carnival Cruise Line said in a statement on Wednesday. Secretary of State John Kerry said the Obama administration proposed authorization for the military campaign against Islamic State would let the U.S. give it single voice. Excluding sales of the Nook Reader, Barnes & Noble's Q4 same-store sale rose 1.7% and plans to close just 13 rather than the previous planned 20 stores, the company said on Tuesday. Freedom Communications, the media company that owns the Orange County Register, said late Monday that co-owner, Chairman and CEO Aaron Kushner has resigned from his executive duties, a management shakeup that follows a month of turmoil. Stock market report Dow 17,693.60 up 30.66, S&P 524.68 up 52 cents, and Nasdaq 458.31 down 1.49. If you're struggling to believe that Walt Disney's Cinderella is going to open with around $65 to $70 million this weekend, that splits in the same debut weekend league as Maleficent at $69 million May of 2014, but below the $79 million debut of Oz. Johnny Depp is trained in the sea for Sky as the 51-year-old actor injured his hand while on location in Australia for the 5th Pirates of the Caribbean movie, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Chameleons may not be the only creatures on the planet capable of shade shifting, but they're probably the best at it. Panther chameleons in particular. The discovery of the new dwarf galaxy called Reticulum 2 may help scientists understand more about the dark matter in the universe, as dark matter makes about 80% of the universe, but yes, very less known about it. If concern for your progeny is enough for you to take a stance on climate change, then perhaps concern for your ancestors will do the trick. Just about everyone has one raging narcissist to deal with sooner or later, or in a job and social situation, God forbid, in the home. A recent study reveals that the sugar industry was one of the largest forces behind shaping the National Institute of Health's effort to reduce dental cavities in the 1960s and 1970s. Researchers have identified genetic markers associated with a post-traumatic stress disorder that are linked with a regulating immune system, Medical News Today reported. Okay, let's take a look at New England Alerts here at 11:05 here. On 7:54, Creek Lane in Warwick, Rhode Island. The company's working on second-alarm heavy fire upon a rubble multiple lines stretched. In Salem, Massachusetts, dramatic injury on Peabody Street, a 34-year-old male fell from a four-story roof, mid-fight en route. And River Parkway westbound of 1A, 3-car motor vehicle in the left lane here. And sports news here. Darrell Reeves' message to Jets fans. He's coming home to New York as he signed with the New York Jets. Maybe Chip Kelly will have someday have the last laugh. That day was hardly Tuesday when the Philadelphia Eagles coach popped the cork on the NFL's news years by springing the biggest stunner of all the day's surprises. Tonight, the Boston Celtics will be at the TD Garden tonight, taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Game time 7:30 p.m. at the TD Garden here. Peter Chell News Time 11:06, and it's time now for a travel report here on this Wednesday morning going into Wednesday afternoon here, and Southeast Expressway and northbound side of it. It's a little slow from Route 3A all the way up to the Mass Pike, and a little slow around the South Station Tunnel. Mass Pike on the westbound side, a little slow after you pass Route 93 and then stretching all the way down to the Prue Tunnel here. Route 24 on the northbound side, a little slow between 139 and Route 120 in Randolph here. And 495 on the northbound side, a little slow between 38 and 133 in Tewksbury here. And 293 on the southbound side up in Manchester, New Hampshire, Ward, Brooklyn, and Everett Turnpike, so expect a little delays here around that area here. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute, and there was an accident here up on Route 3 on the northbound side up in Billerica here. Before Route 129 in North Billerica, so expect some delays here. And take a look at the MBTA here. Green Line and B branch experienced minor delays due to fire department activity at several London roads. 7 Line SL5 experienced minor delays due to traffic, and 7 Line SL2 experienced minor delays due to disabled bus. And MBTA. Slowly but surely is moving on fine. Peter Chell News Time, 11:08. Time now for weather report for today. Most Saskatchewan have about 57 degrees. West about 911 miles per size, 23 miles per hour. For tonight, most of Saskatchewan about 28 degrees. West would about 7 miles per hour. For Thursday, most Saskatchewan have about 42 degrees. Northwest would about 6 or 13 miles per size, 23 miles per hour. Thursday, most of Saskatchewan about 18 degrees. Northwind about 6 miles per hour. For Friday, most of Saskatchewan about 39 degrees. Light variable wind. Friday night, still activating after 4 a.m. Most of Saskatchewan with a low at 26 degrees. Chance of precipitation 6%. Saturday, snow and freezing rain before 10 a.m. Then rain. High at 42 degrees. Chance of precipitation 8%. Saturday night, chance of rain, snow and sleet. Saskatchewan low at 31 degrees. Chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday, chance of rain, showers and snow showers and sleet. Most of Saskatchewan high about 39 degrees. Chance of precipitation 50%. Saturday night, chance of snow showers, mainly Saskatchewan low about 24 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. Monday, most of Saskatchewan about 42 degrees. Monday night, Podcast got about 20 degrees. And for Tuesday, chance of rain and snow showers. Parts of Saskatchewan high about 44 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. Mountain temperature standing at 52 degrees with first skies. And that's me for that Peter Chell 11 a.m. news report on this Wednesday morning, March 11, 2015. I'm Peter Wiggins, and hope you have a good day. I will see you later for a 5 o'clock report. Have a good afternoon here with a good positive attitude here.